about a year ago, I wanted to go, and I had friends that asked or had gone on the trip, and I was asking around about it, and unfortunately I had some injuries last year that kind of put me back, and so last year I kind of started getting back into it and really asking more questions and seeing if I could get more involved, and the opportunity came out, and I actually had to be in close contact with my coaches because our season starts today, our practices start today, so to be gone so close before preseason, I was really fortunate that my coaches were able to let me go and go on this really cool trip. The biggest trauma that we saw was car accidents. They don't have street signs, they don't have stoplights, they don't have the lines on the roads. So you get to a four corners and cars are cutting each other off. You get to a traffic circle, and it wouldn't be odd to see 4 or 5 accidents on the side of the road just driving down normally. So we saw a lot of those. And I also did I was able to scrub in. I learned, Dr. Kerr taught me to scrub in for surgeries. I was able to learn how to retract bone, tie sutures, drill screws, which was a really great learning experience because it's stuff that I won't be able to do for a really long time in the United States. I think the biggest difference is just the resources that the United States has versus what they have in Kenya. The scissors in Kenya can be really dull, or the drills, and the most nerve-wracking thing was when you would go and try to cut around like a major nerve or blood vessel, and you're trying to cut, but the scissors, it slips, and you cut one of those and you lose a limb. So that was pretty nerve-wracking, but I mean, they're just as educated as in the United States, and they all get the certain accreditation that you need to be able to become a surgeon. So I've grown up here, I've been local my entire life, and to be able to go out and kind of see the world from a different perspective was pretty interesting. And I learned from the hospital, I learned amazing things. Like, we did a case on a 2-year-old girl. She had a disease of her hip, and we ended up performing a hip fusion. It's something that I would never see in the United States, or even the kinds of fractures that we saw. The patients would wait 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 months sometimes to come in, and all of a sudden you have this bone that's been out of place for that long. It's going to fuse out of place. You have a malunion, and you have to try to go in and re-break the bone and retract it and put it back into place, and it really complicated things, but it actually made the cases really, really interesting, because in the United States, you break your arm, you go to the hospital, and it gets fixed. But in Kenya, they don't have money that we have in the United States, so the reason why they wait that long is because they can't afford it, and you actually have to pay for your operations before you can get them. So they would have to wait, and they would just be on retraction for 2 weeks until enough money to be able to pay for the operations. It was such a great experience to be able to go out and give back on a bigger scale, and just I don't know if I would be able to do it next year, but definitely in the near future, it's something that I really would enjoy doing, and possibly becoming a doctor, to be able to make that a continual kind of a process. Yeah.